Hello everyone and welcome to another Google Ads tutorial. Today we're going to talk about audience signals in Google Ads, and specifically we're going to discuss how to optimize an audience signal. Before we go straight to the point, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content, so thank you very much in advance. And off we go. Now here we started the process of creating a new signal. I'm going to call it test signal. And the first thing we need to understand is that a signal is not targeting. I know that this may come as a surprise to a lot of you, but signal means that we are going to provide some information to the system to find the right users, but the system can go above and beyond what you are going to input here. So whatever you input here is not going to be exactly what you're going to target. That's why it is called signal and not targeting. We start from that. Now, we want to provide as many data as possible to Google Ads to find the right customers for our business, which means that ideally we need to take advantage of all the options that we have here under the creation of the audience. I'm going to start with something simple, demographics. This is not going to be applicable to everyone, but sometimes you may want to target only male or only female or only parents, for example, or only, let's say, retirees or only millennials. In this case, you can adjust the gender and the age group. But keep in mind that there is an option that is called unknown. The majority of Google audience is under unknown. You can uncheck the unknown. If you do that, you're going to deal with a lot less data and a lot less reach potentially. So my advice is to keep unknown checked at all times, regardless of any other selection. Now, if you click on additional demographics, you can check here whether you want to target parents, not parents, or whether you want to target people at the top household income, or you don't mind, or maybe in the lower, let's say, threshold when it comes to household income. Again, keep in mind that this type of information are not 100% accurate. They are more accurate in mature countries, especially the United States. But when it comes to countries like India, Pakistan, Indonesia, Vietnam, or even Eastern Europe, for example, where I live, these information are not going to be very accurate. So you can say, okay, I want to target only people that are top 10% household income. It doesn't mean, even by deselecting unknown, that your ad is only going to go to rich people, right? So take it with a pinch of salt if you are not targeting the US. If you are targeting the US, the data are a lot more accurate. Again, it doesn't mean that your ad will only go to rich people, but chances are that a higher percentage of your impressions are going to be served in to people with high household income. So demographics pretty easy. From there now, let's go into interest and detailed demographics. Now here we have the chance to select from ready-made categories. So in-market audiences means people who are in market to buy something. So based on what they are clicking, browser behavior, sites they visit in the past, the system will find, for example, people who are in market for baby and children's product. So this is what in-market means. Other than in-market, we have the chance to go for affinity. So affinity means the user has an interest in a certain topic. So an interest in, let's say, banking, for example, beauty and wellness. So a little bit broader. And here we also have pre-made audiences around life events and detailed demographics. For example, you want to target people who are creating a business, for example, or who are changing jobs, or who are getting married, who are moving, who have a new pet, who are in retirement mode. You can do that by going under life events and finding the right signal for you. And then we have the detailed demographics, which is another version of what we've seen under demographics. We can target in more detail different parental status, marital status, and so forth. What you can do is you can start typing also here. For example, you can start typing baby, and then you can basically bring up all the options, and then you can start checking them if you don't want to go through all the different categories. My advice here is to select the categories that are more relevant to your business. You don't need to select the entire, let's say, catalog. You don't need to select many of these categories because we are creating a signal. We want to give an indication. So select only the interests, either in market, affinity, live events, and so forth, that are 100% on point when it comes to the people you want to target. 3 to 5 interests is my personal recommendation. Nothing wrong if you select 15 of those or 20 of those. Nothing wrong if you select lesser. But again, it's all about creating a signal that is strong and is not super broad unless you are into awareness. What you can do here is something that is even more important. Create a new segment. So if you go to interest and detailed demographics and create a new segment, you're going to come to this screen. And here you can be even more specific with your signal. For example, we can come here and we can give a list of all the competitive websites and competitive applications, or relevant websites and relevant applications to target in our Google Ads campaigns. So for example, I'm selling furniture, right? So I'm going to take the URL of IKEA. I'm a competitor to IKEA. And I'm going to click here, people who browse websites similar to, let's say, IKEA. And I'm going to create a segment which is going to be called competitive websites. I'm going to list all the competitive websites, and I'm going to provide this as a user signal, as a targeting signal to my Google Ads campaign. The same thing you can do with applications. So let's say I'm a bank and I want to target people who are into trading, for example, right? So I can, let's say, come here and I can find all the apps that have to do, let's say, with trading. I can create a list of all these apps. I can call this segment competitive apps or trading apps, and I can pass it as a signal to my Google Ads campaign. These options provide you with a lot of opportunities for a lot of use cases. And the last one is to come here and just type your own interest. For example, I want to target people who have an interest in Arabica coffee beans. I'm going to start typing, and sometimes you can see that whatever you type here is going to come up as an interest, and then you can create essentially your own interest in order to attach it as a targeting signal. So these are some additional opportunities that you can find again under interest and detail demographics. Quick note here, do you need to select demographics, select interests, also create your own custom segments, and blend all these things together to create the perfectly optimized audience signal? My recommendation is yes. In my experience, the more information you give to the system, the better the job the system will do when it comes to targeting the right users and finding the right customers. So my recommendation is yes. Ideally, you need to create a signal that is very strong, meaning that it has information on demographics, interests, affinity audiences, your own custom segments, competitive websites, competitive apps, plus the last thing, which is adding our own data. So here you can pull data that you created in Google Analytics. We have another video exactly based on that, how to create audiences in Google Analytics and sync them with your Google Ads. Or you can create, again, your own custom remarketing signal. So we are going to create a new segment. You can either pull an audience from Google Analytics, or you can upload basically customer list, meaning emails or phone numbers, or you can create other remarketing signals based on, let's say, your YouTube channel or people who visited your website. Now, you can either create them in the audience manager and then come here and select them, or you can click here basically and create them on the go within your audience signal. Now, that's all the options you have. What this means, if we have to summarize everything, is that if you want to create a signal that is perfectly optimized, you need to provide as much information to the algorithm, starting with demographics, in-market audiences, affinity audiences, live events or additional demographics if needed, create your own custom segments, competitive websites, competitive applications, your own custom interests, and also provide the system with audiences coming from your Google Analytics or remarketing audiences coming from your remarketing pixel or any other first-party data that you have. And that's a version of a perfectly optimized audience signal, which means we are going to do our best to give the system as much information as we can so that it can go out and find the right people. And what this means is that the signal will result in a campaign that is going to have a very large element of remarketing, people who interacted with your business, and also an element of going after your competitive audience, and also an element of prospecting. That's what we're creating here, and that's the right combination to optimize our signal. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a great day in any time zone.